Welcome to Crimson Guitars, welcome to the 2020 challenge. I'm going to be building a guitar that you designed in 20 hours and 20 minutes. Burn it. Haha, yay! All right, you beautiful people. Welcome to the 2020 build. This is day 4. I was going to try and do it in 3 days, and then life happened. And, oh no, I'm not allowed to touch anything in there while the timer's not going. Are you not impressed? Is this not impressive? Bonus points for anybody who can remind me what bloody movie I'm quoting there, because it's gone out of my mind. I am very happy. And today, I've got 3 hours, 43 minutes left to fill in the putting together and assembling, etc. of this guitar. I've got to do frets, I've got to do hardware pickups, I've got to figure out what I'm doing wiring-wise. The jack plate is actually just going to go in either the side there or potentially actually in one of these. I think that it would fit in there. But with that, let's crack on. 3 hours, 43 minutes, 59, 58, 57, 3 hours, 42, 56. I didn't gain a minute there. There's a few little things to tidy up just in here. By the time we got to the end of the other day's filming, it was 11 p.m. or thereabouts when I was sanding this. You saw Josh apply the finish. And the flash coat we use, this is something we use for our students actually. The flash coat helps because they can be here for 5 days or 6 days and build an entire guitar in that time and actually come away with a sprayed on relatively heavy duty finish, which is not something that is actually really common. Okay, I've still got some glue in here that I wish I'd seen earlier. Okay, now we've had a flash coat on the fretboard. So that's all good. I should mask that off, do the frets. Well, let's start with frets. Fret end dressing file to start with. So it's got a flat edge and a rounded edge. Flat for going sideways and rounding them that way. And then the rounded means I can twist like that without hurting the fretboard. There's always time for perfection, until there isn't. 3 hours, 22, 35. Okay, here's my coffee Sharpie. We're at 17 cups. 17 cups so far, and I'm feeling the lack. Okay, beveling beam. You've seen me use this for multiple things. Whoops, stuck it that down another fret. Stop. I might not look like it, but I'm rushing. So this is a notch straight edge, which fits over multiple scales, which is good. So in the middle, we're there. So I need to adjust the truss rod. Oh, all right, so that little turn I just did there was all I needed. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm using this straight edge to read the neck itself rather than the top of the frets. It's one of those tools that is absolutely essential. And I never thought it was, but It's so useful. So now, unfortunately, because I took that, I need to put it just where I took off, because I do need to be able to see if I have any material left that hasn't been removed. Meant to do that. Fret rocker. Again, this is one of our tools. It's essentially a 5-sided straight edge. And then flip it over to the shorter side that just goes over 3 frets. And if the fret in the middle or one on either side is low, if the middle one is high or the side one is low, then you'll feel a sort of rocking and hear a noise. Okay, I have 3 hours and 15 minutes. I am not, because of this, I'm not going to do a fall away. On most guitars, I'll spend an extra hour, well, not a full hour, but I'll basically level the frets down at an angle. It allows for a slightly better action. This can always be done at a later date. Grounding file and a fretboard guard. That is pretty good going. Now, let's master this fretboard off. So, we're at 2 hours, 56 minutes, 26 seconds. And yeah, it's going. This is a crowning file to which I've affixed some 240 or 320 grit paper. It's got safe edges. I'm going to polish this by hand with a Dremel. Oh, I say Dremel, it's not quite Dremel. We have power, we have Judas Rouge, which is good, especially with this guitar. We have goggles, we have an audiobook. Let's go. Okay, it's not quite. I would normally spend 2 or 3 times as long on a fret, but it is definitely good enough. Alrighty, 2 hours, 36 minutes and 40 odd seconds. I am in desperate need of coffee. Number 18 of the bill. Now I went through in one spot. This masking tape is probably not the best for this particular task. So we'll see what I have to do there. I noticed it very quickly, so hopefully just a bit of cleaning. I'm just cleaning this fretboard off. Because essentially, because we had the we just sprayed the entire guitar, including the fretboard, which is fine, but it's not taken to this as well as I'd hoped. I'm going to need to actually scrape this back a little bit, I think. Of course, I've wasted a lot of time. I should have buffed the excess Judas Rouge off while each fret was warm. We've messed up a little bit, but that there is good. All right, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 54 seconds. We're paused. If I don't drink more coffee soon, I will have an issue. We're back. I've had a coffee. Number 18. That's how long it takes me to count. 2 hours, 30 minutes, 54 seconds. 3, 2, we're going. Now, this is a little bit of a mess, but we're getting there. If I do end up finishing the guitar and it's horrifically noisy because of this open end, which actually I doubt, because of the wavelength of noise, because of the wavelength of the signals that create hum. It's a fairly big wavelength, so it's not going to go into that hole very much. But anyway, I'm going to shield this anyway. Am I? It's drill first, then shield. Volume, tone, switch, and then the jack. We couldn't find a black one. The jack is going to go. Yeah, that'll fit there. The jack's going to actually go, it'll be drilled here, through that. That's very supported, nice and strong. These jacks bolt up quite nicely. So yeah, okay, here we go. Woohoo! I love the fact that I'm using a, 140-year-old hand drill. He just makes me happy. Yeah, did you see me? I was actually pulling the drill in reverse, but pushing downward pressure on. I didn't want it to grip and rip, as it were. That's never pleasant. Okay, 2 hours, 21 and 21. Woohoo! I like it when numbers do things like that. It's the little things that amuse me. Now for shielding paint. Crimson Rearguard shielding paint. Paint? Why did I say paint? So I am not going to bring this out all the way to the edge because I don't want to. I am hoping that this will be enough. Again, if the guitar is too noisy, you can always come back and make changes. I've put it in too deep and got stuff all over. Okay, that dries relatively quickly, so we'll leave that while I move on to the headstock after and only after I go and wash my hands. 2 hours, 17 minutes, 46 seconds. Plenty of time. I feel like I should have made a coffee while I was in there. Let's see what happens with the tuners. Nope, the whole thing's going to fail because I can't open the tuner box. Bridge, fret and fingerboard protectant. Smell. It smells like, I don't know, mint ice cream, and it's just delicious. And it'll work quite nicely as a greasery thing. I did put a little bit too much on there with my excitement there. Fine. There we go. So this just helps stop the screw from binding. Seriously, make absolutely sure that you've drilled the hole the right size for the screws, because taking one out once it's snapped or once you've messed the head up is just less than fun. Tell you what is fun, I found a wig shop the other day. So this is a carbon fibre nut blank because it looks cool. Pencil, planed in half. And that allows me to mark out on the nut where I want to go to, basically. The top of fret is also the lowest point that we want to the fret slots to go to. So basically, I'm going to make the nut just a fraction bigger. Now I am running low on time. Don't have a good enough extraction on that, really, do I? So carbon fibre is great for many things, including messing up your lungs. Another thing is I've got extraction hooked up to this, so it'll all go down there. What I just need is my goggles though. It's great nut material, it really is. It is also just an absolute bugger to cut. No, fine. Ooh. I meant to do that, the ruler insulted me. Said mean things. Well, that worked better. The Lancashire pattern hacksaw. We are just there. I'm pretty bloody good at this. Can you see where my line is? I just need to flex a little bit. You see the pencil? You can't see the pencil line. It matches up exactly. And I wasn't checking it, I just thought, it's gonna be about there. Come on, give me props. I'm also arrogant as all hell. It's not a good thing, is it, really? Shush, shush. Okay. Sorry. I'm just yeah, incorrigible. Oh, 2 hours. 1 hour 59 and change. Yeah, you don't want to breathe in carbon fibre dust, really, as a general long-term health and safety and all that jazz. So we are roughly 3 mil in. Again, this is a Crimson Guitars product. Let's see, around where they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, not far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you look at that? All right, so the only difference is it needs to be at an angle. And I could just do the same on the other side, but I'm running out of time. Wait. Ah. Woohoo! Because I've just gone and said all of that, I'm gonna completely mess something up now. With less than 2 hours to go. You really need to know when you're making a nut is to make it comfortable. You want to get these edges over and done, because yeah, anything else is just poor ergonomics. Start off with a crimson. Look, it's got my logo on it and everything. Woohoo! Okay, wasting time. 152.31. Start with this, which is a razor saw, and then go to a set of nut slotting files. And I'm only just going a fraction in because I do know that I've cut this nut very short. But that should do. That should do for now. Okay, so just a very small little drop. There we go. And you can see that's comfy. I'm going to go in afterwards with the fret end dressing file, just make that even less sharp if it's required. Do I stick with the theme and have just a padauk truss rod cover? Yeah, because I need to cover that massive hole. I'm so sorry I did that. Yeah. Oh, here's a trick. No, a tip. If you're sat cutting like this along the grain of a piece of wood, sometimes that grain will just split and your blade will go from there to there in a second. If your finger happens to be there, you're going through it. Keep your finger out of the way. Because if you think paper cuts are sore, well, one of these blades is 100 times worse. That looks better. It's going to be lined up on the same distance outside of those two strings, roughly. Now the real question is, what shape do I end up with here? Because we have, I mean, you've got all of this shaping to go here, 139.22 left. It's not quite a French curve, but it's closer than my French curve was, so yoo-hoo. Yep, starting to come together. Here. I don't think I'm going to bevel the rounded over bit either. I'm just going to leave that. Maybe. Let's see. How many people are currently screaming at me to hurry the F up? No, I have to bevel it. I have to bevel it. Come on, fine, whatever. This is me hurrying. One hour, 36:30. Oh, poop. I really need to hurry up. Hurry up. I could have timed this better. It's nearly lunchtime. Do I stop for lunch first or do I try and motor through? What does the camera person think? Camera person votes for lunch. There we go. Up until this very last second, I wasn't sure if that was going to actually look all right. Or be a total failure. I think it looks all right. But, you know, you guys are on the internet now and therefore can judge with impunity. Please let me know what you think. I read all the comments, especially the nasty ones. I don't think I'm going to get my logo done. I wonder if they have any logos downstairs. Okay, we are going to stop for lunch because it really is time for that, and I don't want to sabotage this build by not eating. But I'm going to, as a backstop, ask Sam if he has a logo. CNC cut crimson logo that I could just stick on. Okay, that can sit in here for a bit. And here we are. 1 hour, 34 minutes, 14 seconds left. Out of 20 hours and 20 minutes. That wasn't feigned at all. I'm really wiped out, and but I'm also equal parts incredibly excited. Yeah, I'm not going to touch this for now. That's curing. I've got a curry to go and eat, so bye-bye.